What's going on, you guys? Today we are taking a look at Digimon Fusion, Digi-Fusion, Dorulumon. I like to call him Dorulumon just because I'm a jerk. So, box is standard Digimon Fusion. Going to turn him around and take a look at the back. It's the same back we've seen in all the others. Alright, let's open them up and take a look. Dorulumon spills out of the packaging into 15 separate pieces. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt to put them together the first time, but overall it's not too bad. The look of the wolf mode, however, is lacking, especially when you look at the figure from the back. The hollow pieces are a dead giveaway, and the terrible, terrible job that they did of hiding the giant robot legs for his body are, well, it's kind of inexcusable in all honesty. Now, in the original Japanese version of this figure, you're supposed to be able to turn this guy into like a mobile wolf dog cannon thing for Shoutmon. However, that does not work here, and I'm not even going to attempt it, because I've spent the last 10 minutes trying to make something that looks passable, and instead all I end up with is Dookie. So yeah, we're going to leave it as is. Now, thanks to the ball joint construction, he is highly posable, so let's take a look at that instead. The figure has multiple points of articulation. He's got head articulation. All of his legs, his front legs, are articulated at the part where they join the body. His rear legs have body articulation and then another bit of articulation there just above the paw. His tail is 1, 2, 3, 4 different points of articulation where he can loop it around, and he can even have a drill attack and do a whole Spider-Man thing. Okay, I was thinking of the Scorpion, but I guess it's more of a Manticore is what I'm thinking of. But you do have range of articulation with this guy. Though he is a wolf, or dog, or unicorn, or thing, he's a Digimon, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to pose him, because, well, yeah, there's only so many ways you can pose this dude. So now that we've got the Shoutmon team ready to go, let's go ahead and get them all combined. Starting with Ballistamon, we're going to go ahead and remove his head, and remove his arms, or the lower arms, I should say, and throw those off to the side, and then take the torso, and, well, that's about it. Turn it up like that, and turn it around. Then we're going to go and take Dorulumon and reach underneath his mane, and the giant robot head is underneath his mane. So we'll go ahead, hit the camera, and attach that here. Or, I'm sorry. Wait, where am I? I'm getting all turned around. Here. Fit isn't that great because, quite frankly, I have him upside down. That's why. There we go. That fit is much better. Ugh, sorry about that. So turn the shoulders like that, and then we can attach his Ballistamon's fists to his shoulders again, which I just screwed up because you're supposed to disassemble more of Dorulumon's tail. So take just 2 of the components and make arm extensions. Then we can attach the fists. There are a lot of steps to reassembling this mode, believe me. Next, we are just going to completely disassemble Dorulumon. So, first off, reach underneath the back and unpeg the base of his tail, like that. And then come to the front and rip off his head, like that. And then his sides will simply just pop right apart, like that. We'll put all this stuff off to the side except for this piece, because this will form the crotch of Giant Robotmon, like so. Next, we are going to take the rear legs from Dorulumon, pop them off, and then take the wolfy bits, pop them off. And these will become the upper legs of Giant Robotmon. That. Turn them there like that. And he can pretty much stand up on his own by now. Next up, we're going to attach heads to his shoulders. So first up is Dorulumon. he gets plugged in on the right shoulder, and Ballistamon, and he gets the left shoulder. And then in the center, we take the crest from Shoutmon and peg that into place, or snap that into place, I guess, thusly. And now this is where things get a little bit funny. What you're supposed to do is take these legs and break them off, and then turn them around, and they are supposed to snap into place in the back of the shins. And I'm just looking at the, I think they're supposed to go in kind of like this and snap into place. There we go. So you use the ball joint as a guide. So snap them off, turn them around, and then get the ball joint lined up, and they should snap into place like that. And that will give the figure a little bit of heel. Not much, but it will give him some heels. Then these insides will snap together like that with the big bot here. And here we have Shoutmon X4. The X4 comes from the addition of the Starmon sword. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this, in all honesty. It's not horrible, but it's not great either. Kids are going to love it. I mean, if you're a Digimon fan and you got a Digimon fan in your life that's a kid and he just wants a Digimon toy or a set of Digimon toys, this is going to be pretty cool. They are going, or he or she is going to lose these bits, though. That's not to say that the Japanese version of the figures is any better. I mean, they're just as complex and just as many components. But I can't help but think that the Japanese version is somehow, I don't know, more show accurate. Because, look, you're left over with a full Shoutmon and some feet. So that's what you're left over with. So I'm not saying this is bad by any means, but it's not perfect, we'll say. It's definitely not perfect. I mean, it could be a lot better. But overall, for what Bandai of America set out to do, they accomplished. And I think they did an actual pretty decent job. I would prefer to have the Japanese versions of the figures, but what we got here in the US isn't bad. So Dorulumon on his own is not good. I do not like Dorulumon on his own, and I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But combined, it's not bad. It has plenty of articulation. Head is articulated. Ball joints everywhere. Ball joint upper shoulder. Ball joint inner shoulder. Ball joint elbow. No fist articulation. Ball joint hip. Ball joint knees. I think he has ball joints on ball joints here. And he has a double ball jointed tail, so he can, I don't know, scratch his own back. Overall, Shoutmon ×4 isn't too bad, in all honesty. Needs more paint, though. I think that definitely needs more paint apps, but it's not bad. I would still prefer, as I said, the Japanese figures, but Bandai of America should be proud of themselves. They managed to pull off something that, in all honesty, I didn't think they were going to be able to do. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review of Dorulumon and Shoutmon ×4. I'm Spade of the Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.